Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of the YS Whiteboard. It didn't seem like a real good day for strategy, so I thought we'd just talk and even sing a song. But don't be afraid, it's not going to be me that sings that. Good Friday is such a strange name for a day for me. I think back to the original Good Friday. It must have been a terrifying, confusing, frustrating Friday. I mean, the apostles were probably running for their lives, or they were running for their lives. We know they were, and it must have been awful, and they must have been frightened. In fact, we've been studying the book of Mark at our church, and our pastor this week reminded me of a story I haven't read in a long time or a while, and specifically a verse within that story that struck me, so I thought I'd share it with you. The book of Mark is so interesting because it's written by John Mark, but it really is the words of Simon Peter. Peter was a fisherman, almost guarantee he couldn't write, and so we hear the words of Peter 30 years after the death and resurrection of Jesus. Near the end of his life, he knows he's literally writing this down for us, which makes it such an amazing gospel to read. But the story that our pastor reminded us of was of the storm, and the apostles and Jesus are in the boat, and the storm comes up, and they're terrified, and Jesus is sleeping. They grab him and take him up, and he turns to the storm and he says, "Peace, be still." And the winds and waves were calmed by his voice. And that is an amazing story, but it was the last verse that struck me. It was the last verse our pastor really pointed out, and it's in Mark 4, right at the end of Mark 4. They were terrified, and they asked each other, "Who is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him." In the ESV version, I like it. And they were filled with great fear. So here they are, terrified, storm stops, more terrified, more full of fear. And so I think the thing that we have to remember is, though they were witnessing something powerful, Jesus came up and proved that he was more powerful, that it was that extra power, that display of power that provided or it demanded more respect and fear, and just incredible. So the good news is Peter doesn't just tell us that story. Peter tells us a ton of stuff. In fact, in 1 Peter, one of my favorite verses, he says, "Cast your anxiety on him because he cares for you." And I think he's leaning into that power. He understands, look, I have seen this power, and it is incredible. And you see, because Jesus cares for you, you can lean into that power. Cast your anxiety on him because he can take it. He's that powerful. And I think if Peter saw what we've been dealing with the last few weeks, he would say, yeah, that's tough. That's powerful. You should respect that. But let me assure you, who you serve is more powerful. I've seen it. Last year at the convention, Timmons sang a song that I have been singing all week based on this verse, and we thought we'd share it with you. But these last few days, I've been praying hard and singing this song for my friend Stuart Hall and our friend Stuart Hall. He is battling just down the street from here, and we're just praying for your Stuart, and I hope this song helps you all as much as it's helped me. Thanks, Tim, for letting us use it. Happy Good Friday, and happy Easter. We love you guys, and we're praying for you.
So I will cast my cares on you, the Almighty. I will cast my cares on you, 'cause you're good. I will cast my cares on you, 'cause you love me. You love me. Oh, oh, because you love me. Oh, oh, because you love me. Sing it with me, come on. So because he's God and we're not, and he's at work in all things. Oh, I am a child of God. Oh, that's who I am. Come on. I am a child of God. Oh, that's who I am. Through every season, through every season I am living, of every name that I've been given. I know I am a child of God. Oh, that's who I am. That's who I am. So I will cast my cares on you, the Almighty, 'cause you're good. I will cast my cares on you, 'cause you're good.